Hi students, welcome back to the another session of our 8th class physics that we are talking about combustion fuels and flame. As a part 7, today we are going to discuss about some concepts of flame. Today we are talking about flame. As this we are going to talk about activity. Activity 5, we have activity 5, that is observing the behavior of different solid fuels. Okay, observing the behavior of different solid fuels is what is our activity, a small activity that we are going to discuss today. That is, collect some fuels like candle. We have to collect some fuels like candle. We have to collect coal. We have to collect domestic gas. Domestic gas. We have to collect charcoal and the magnesium ribbon. Magnesium ribbon, wood, cake of cow dung, wick of kerosene stove, etc. Okay, we have to take this objects. Candle we have to take, coal, domestic, these all type of materials that we have to collect. And what we have to do, okay, burn each of them one by one with the help of a spirit lamp and note the time they take to catch fire. Okay, each of them you have to, each and everything you have to try to burn with the help of a spirit lamp. Okay, while burning with the spirit lamp we have to note how much time it is been taking to catch fire, how much the candle is taking time to catch fire, how much time is taken by the coal to catch fire, how much time is taken by the domestic gas to catch fire, and how much time is taken to by the charcoal, or how much time is taken by the magnesium strip and wood and cake of cow dung and wick of the kerosene stove is been taken to catch fire. That also you have to note down, that also we have to note down. Okay, also observe how do they burn, and also we have to observe how do they burn, that is how are they burning with flame or are they burning without flame, that also you have to notice. Okay, do all of them burn in the same manner? If not, what difference do you notice? Are they burning in the same manner? If not, what is the difference that we notice, that we have to see? Do all of them form a flame while they are burning? All of them are giving the flame while they are burning? That thing also you have to keep in mind. Okay, record your observations in the following table. You have to record the observation in the following table. We have to observe that. And okay, now table number 3 we have candle, how it is going to burn. We have a candle, how it is going to burn, that is forms flame. The candle forms flame. Okay, magnesium strip, whether it is forms flame or does not forms flame, that way candle forms a flame, magnesium strip forms a flame, wick of the kerosene stove, yes, it forms a flame. When the charcoal is burned, charcoal to some extent it gives, but after that it burns without flame. Charcoal burns does not forms a flame, charcoal does not forms a flame. Okay, domestic gas definitely it's going to catch the fire. Domestic gas, camphor, camphor also is one type of a substance, a chemical substance which is going to give fire, the flame when it is burned. Okay, cow dung, that is cow dung cake or cake of the cow dung also is going to burn without flame. Okay, we have the table, page number 114 table. By this given information, you try to give tick marks for the respective one. You might have observed candles burns with flame where charcoal does not. That's what we observe. Candle is burning with a flame where charcoal is not burning without a flame. Okay, some materials burns with flame, some do not. Some materials are burning with flame and some are not burning with flame. Kerosene oil and molten wax rises through the wick, becomes gas and forms flame. By the flame we are going to get some materials. Why some materials are going to get some flame? That's what we are going to discuss now. Suppose kerosene wick or anything. Suppose in olden days we have a kerosene lamps where there will be a bottle which is filled with kerosene and there is a wick which is being kept in that, or we have a candle. Nowadays we are using the candles. There will be wick for the candle. It's going to, or how they are going to burn. See how the kerosene oil or molten wick rises through, that molten wick rises through the wick, becomes gas and forms flame. What happens is the kerosene which is being going to absorb by this at this flame stage, the kerosene which is there in the wick is going to be converted as gas. Okay, nearby that is the kerosene which is going to be, it's going to come up, rise up through the wick of this kerosene. When after reaching to this place, due to the hotness, it is going to be converted as gas, and this gas is responsible for having the flame. This gas is responsible for having the flame. The same thing will happen to in the case also. The molten wick, the molten wax here, the molten wax is going to raise up through this wick. Okay, the molten wax is going to raise through the wick, and due to the hotness, the wax is being converted into gas here, and this gas is responsible for establishing the flame. Okay, that is to get the flame. The respective fuel should be converted into gas, and that converted gas is responsible for having the flame. That's what is the conclusion. Okay, but charcoal do not or cannot be vaporized. See, molten wick is vaporized and going to give the gas and is responsible for having the flame. Okay, kerosene gets vaporized, okay, and releases gas. Respective gas is going to give responsible for having the flame. But whereas the charcoal do not vaporize. Does the charcoal vaporizes? It will not. Okay, so it do not produce flame. As the charcoal is not vaporized, it's not going to give the flame. That's what it is. That means the fuel which gets vaporized and gives the respective gases are responsible for having the flame. That is, a fuel catches fire immediately if it is in the form of a gas. That's what. Okay. See, kerosene in the form of a gas, after conversion in the form of a gas, vaporization convert the form of a gas, it's going to catch a fire. Okay, wax of a candle in the form of a molten state, it's going to be converted due to hotness, it's going to convert it into respective vapor and going to catch a fire. That means the respective fuel in the form of a gas are going to be responsible for having or catching the fire. Okay, where charcoal does not have the possibility of converting into vapor, so that it is going to catch the fire. Okay. Cooking gas catches fire immediately. Spirit petroleum turns into gas at the room temperature. Okay, spirit lamp and petrol also is going to be converted into gas immediately, so that they are going to catch the fire. Okay, cooking gas catches fire immediately. Okay, spirit lamp and petrol turns into gas at the room temperature. Hence, they catch fire easily. So petrol and that all also they are going to catch fire easily, because they are going to be converted into spirit, and the petrol is going to convert it into respective gas, so that they are able to catch the fire. Okay, why wax? See, one, do you know segment we have think and discuss? Wax, this is about, that is some fuel which is being converted into vaporized and converted into respective gases are going to have that flame. That's what is the, see, petrol will be vaporized, that means converted into gas, can catch fire, that can be converted into flame. That's what is the conclusion is. Think and discuss segment, we have a wax candle burns into yellow flame, the domestic gas burns with a blue flame. Why? Okay, the wax of the candle, if I take, it burns into yellow flame. It is going to burn in yellow flame, where the domestic gas, domestic LPG will burn in blue flame. If you observe, the LPG burns in blue flame. Okay, domestic gases, that is LPG burners, some gas stove burners are going to burn with a blue flame. They are going to burn. Why this happens? Why this is getting yellow flame and why this is getting blue flame is one more question that you have to answer. Because the time taken to catch the fire by the wick, is more, as it is taking more time to catch fire. Some unburned carbon particles will be there. Some unburnt carbon particles will be present at this candle. So, as due to the presence of unburnt particles at this candle, it's going to give the yellow flame. Why there is a presence of unburnt carbon particle? Because the time taken to catch fire by the wick is some more time, some extent of time it will take to catch the fire. Whereas the LPG, whenever we ignite a matchstick or any lighter, the LPG catches fire immediately. As it is catching the fire immediately, there were no unburnt carbon particles will be present here. As there are no unburnt carbon particles which are present in this, while burning the LPG, that makes that flame to have in the blue flame. Simple. If the presence of unburnt carbon particles, if there is a presence of unburnt carbon particles, then the flame will be in yellow color. If there are no unburnt carbon particles are present, then the flame will be of blue color. Okay, the flame will be in blue color. I hope you understood the difference between what is the activity and why this is happening. Simple, the activity shows that if a certain liquids are vaporizes and produces respective gases, some liquid fuels or some fuels, okay, if they produce respective gases, they are responsible for having the flame. See, kerosene is vaporized, we get the flame. Candle, wax of the candle melts and vaporizes, gives the respective gas, is getting the fire. Where charcoal is not converting into gas, so it's not getting into the fire. Okay, that is, any fuel is vaporizes and converts, produces its respective gas, is responsible for establishing the flame. Okay, I hope you understood this session. In the next session, we are talking about structure of flame and what are the different zones. That will be the end of our lesson. A very important session, important concept. So that we will discuss in the part 8 of the combustion fuels and flame. I hope you understood this session and have a nice day. We will meet in the next session as part 7. Okay, thank you. Before concluding our session, we have a do you know segment. Again, in the page number 115, one more do you know segment is there. A candle is a main source of light. One reading that I am reading, okay, so that we give some more explanation. A candle is mainly a source of light. The candle is mainly a source of light actually, but heat is also released. When we are going to burn the candle, heat is also released. A candle is made up of wax in which a thick thread is inserted. Okay, so a candle is made up of wax. This all part is made up of wax, where a thick thread is inserted into this wax. Thick thread is inserted into the wax. Wax of the candle melts when it is lighted by the matchstick. Okay, whenever we are burning this, whenever lighting this candle, the wax of this candle starts melting due to the hotness. Okay, a little of the wax forms vapor. Okay, little of the wax forms vapor. Okay, the wax where is present on that due to the hotness, it gets vaporized. It gets vaporized here. It gets vaporized. This vapor combines with the oxygen in the air and forms flame. Okay, this vaporized, that is wax vapor plus oxygen. Oxygen in air, okay, is responsible for having the flame. Responsible for having both combining of wax vapor and oxygen which is present in the air. Both are responsible for establishing the flame. The heat of the flame melts. The heat of the flame melts more wax from the top of the candle. When the flame is being exhausted, the heat of the wax is going to melt more. Due to the heat present, the top wax will be melted. Okay, the liquid wax moves upward through the thread. As it is melted here, as the top is melted, the liquid form of the wax is going to move at the top. Is going to move through the thread. Is going to move through the thread. It also changes the vapor when it reaches to the top of the wick and burns the flame. Okay, as this molten wax is going to reach through this, is going to reach to the top of the thread, due to the hotness, it's going to vaporize and it is going to join with the oxygen and it gets the flame. This is the functionality which is going to happen in order to get the flame by a candle. Okay, thank you. Of course, sorry for the extension after saying thank you. Concluding, felt it is, if we discuss this do you know segment, it will be helpful and it will be continuation of the topic. I felt that and just I came back to conclude that. Thank you. Have a nice day one more time.